where you can find financial data on the companies you are investigating. Let's go briefly through the sources of financial information. I will attach a detailed list of sources to this lecture, but briefly I would like to point out things you should consider. So first of all, obviously, you can go through the investor relations where you will find the reports, presentation, and other. Then you've got a lot of aggregators of financial data. One of them is EMIS. You also have Yahoo Finance and Bloomberg. Those agencies provide very detailed information about well-known companies. They also, in many cases, provide some market analysis that you might find useful as well. In the same category, you've got Financial Times and to some extent the Crunchbase, which has a lot of information, especially on startup world. The good thing about Crunchbase is also that they try to integrate their data with other sources. So through Crunchbase, you can also browse other resources that provide not only financial data, but also data on the traffic on specific sites and other characteristics that you might find interesting. Apart from that, you can consider local agencies that are aggregating data and local aggregators, especially when it comes to data from stock quoted firms. So in every country, you will have a specific site, a specific company that is aggregating data from companies that provide public data, so especially from companies that are quoted on the stock exchange. Similar to that, you have local agencies using other public available data. So here we are not talking only about companies quoted on the stock exchange, but also about companies that are forced by law to send some of the data to, for example, courts or other agencies. And those local agencies are gathering together those data and putting them on their site and making them available. So you can also get data from them. Obviously here it's usually limited to just the financial data and also data on the ownership of the shares in those companies. And finally, you can also go to courts. So most of the things when it comes to the companies have to be done through the courts. And in many countries, companies are obliged to provide their data to the courts. So if you don't have a local agency that is aggregating data or the company is really small, then some of the data might be available for even smaller companies in courts. That's in short. In the additional resources, you will find a full list of sites that we use, also with links to them and a short description on each and one of them.